Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. I'm Melody. This is Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. And if you've been following the channel for any length of time, I'm using green stalks. I'm really trying to push them to the limit to see how much food someone can grow actually in a green stalk. We've been in a serious heat wave and last night we got a terrible storm. So the first thing I saw out the kitchen window when the winds came is, well, I have it sitting up now, is Jean's top to her green stalk literally flew. Okay, and then my original green stalk, you can see, was laying all the way out to there, and I was out here as soon as it stopped raining trying to pick up the pieces of it. So unfortunately it's very disappointing. This trellis is broken. This one was Jean's. I tried to look at it last night. This one's broken. The two leaf green stalks didn't even budge, didn't move, and the blue one with the cucumbers didn't move, but this original did and completely was laying over there. So I think it broke 2 or 3 pepper plants. There's some of it, you can see the dirt all over. The wind is still kind of radical today, but they suffered some damage. A lot of these pepper plants are leaning. And see, leaning like badly. So it's really unfortunate. I've never heard of a green stalk blowing over before. So if I had to guess and say what caused it, because the other two didn't, this is being replaced. If you can see, some of it's dipped in. I'm not saying like I'm a paver genius, but for some reason, when I was looking at this originally, I thought it looked a little cockeyed. So it's like the wind came from that way and blew in, and Jean's top went flying off. I did move it closer and try to pick it up last night, and then mine was completely down. But I didn't want to let it continue to lay down and damage any more plants. So, lost some dirt. No damage to the actual green stalk, obviously. But the wind is, even today, kind of spinning it, and the wheels are locked. So, I don't know. That's a little bit different, and I didn't have any more strength left last night to get the top layer on, because I don't want these pepper plants to get broken. But yeah, quite unfortunate. Lost some things in here, but I'm not Mother Nature. I definitely can't control that. I've just never seen anyone's green stalk or a video from anyone's green stalk saying they blow over winds like that. I mean, we had tornado warnings, but there's no verification of a tornado. So I think it's just the way the wind came in from that side and did it. So no damage again to the actual green stalk. It just looks filthy and dirty. But a lot of the pepper plants are hanging, and I'm going to need another person, maybe me and Jean possibly. I'm not 1,000% sure. I'm not going to volunteer her, but if she could pick up the one side and I pick up the other side, we might be able to get it on the top. I mean, I tried to clean up as much as possible, but I also really am still in shock that Jean's top blew off the way that it did. It actually blew like it was a frisbee. Which is really sad, because look at the sunflower. So yeah, it's kind of the video today, just checking out the damage. And mainly it happened, like I said, to this top. A lot of damage to this, lost some plants. I now have empty holes. I'm going to take this little tomato out. I'll have that hole empty, so that's 2 plants, 3 plants. I started this, thank God it made it. I fluffed it, I tried to push it back into the soil, but this is some cilantro and some dill, and you can see just from the rains, the whole tower is just disgusting. That's the dill. I added in another mammoth basil into this original plant here. So yeah, I think I'll have like 3 or 4 empty cups on this, maybe 3 on this bottom level, and then I'll have an empty one here. I'm not really sure. This may have broken like all the way through, which is a cucumber plant. So I'm going to start some other things. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm thinking maybe go in. I did start some plants. These are zucchini and like one cucumber plant, I think. And I'm not sure if I started cabbage or not. But this I did start. Some bok choy, spinach, parsley, some lettuce. So maybe I can start putting some things in. Yeah, this is slow bowl arugula, cilantro, I'm sorry. And this is broccoli. So maybe I can start filling some of the cups with some fall items. One of these is definitely pak choi, which I think got sewed pretty heavy. And I think it's this one right here. So, I mean, I do have some extra plants. Just an unfortunate thing. Plus, it made a mess. Like everywhere, you know? Dirt all over the top of the grass and everything. So, that's kind of what's going on here. That's my video. And I think my borage is completely done now, too. Because I was laying on it. At least it looks like. And I don't know if I have enough time to plant another borage. The reason why I say that is because that borage helped bring all the pollinators to the towers. You'll probably still get some, you know, like the pepper plants have some flowers on them, but you can see they're leaning badly, and this wind won't quit today. This is the top, and a couple of the peppers came off, but they're still on there. So I don't know if anybody knows, do I have enough time to start another borage? I did try to take a borage plant from the cucumbers, and it didn't transplant correctly. So it's just cleaning up after the storm. The garden, which is so weird, I was worried about the sunflowers snapping. Nope, they're still there. They're fine. That green stalk seems to be fine. Just Jean's and Mayan. So I want to say the wind just kind of came in this way, full force. It got really dark really quickly. And yeah, just not great here last night. Today it's on the windy side. I was just sitting for a minute and I was watching this literally spin from the wind. But I'm going to need ways to trim up, like tie these pepper plants up because it's hanging so low. So that is my video today, friends. Some things made it, some things didn't. I'll give the chickens this extra kale, but it's filthy, crummy, dirty looking. And yeah, so it's a little disappointing, but what are you going to do? So I'll go in with some other plants, and when I go to do that, I will be sure to bring you back. I'm just trying to think, like, because that tomato plant's not amounting to anything. I had an original video, like, update on this tower, but my phone's full and I can't post it. So maybe some fall things. What do you think? Have you ever heard of someone's green stalk falling over? Because I never have. And it's weird. I was so worried about the cucumber one after I saw what happened to these. Because if the cucumber one falls, all those plants probably would have broke, and my trellis is on there. So I think the wall of the fencing helped that. But it didn't get that. It got it a little on the plants, but didn't knock it over. So yeah, that's the non-fabulous news today here. So we'll have to wait to see if I can get somebody to help me lift this up. This should be the top layer to go on top of there. I'm okay with it sitting on the ground for right now because, like I said, it's still kind of windy here. And yeah, so that's the damage. You know, leaves all over and plants all over. So, and this is my favorite sunflower. And this is Jean's from when her tower fell. But, and it was pretty tall too. So very unfortunate. Kind of was in shock that it actually happened. Oh, I just got that to stand. I don't know if it'll stand permanently, but it's at least up there because it is beautiful. All right, my friends. So, yeah. Goodbye. Yeah, that's done. So, that's what's going on here. Cleaning up after the storm. I just need the wind to simmer down before it snaps the other pepper plants that are hanging. Unfortunate, but what are you going to do? I'm not Mother Nature. And a lot of the plants are like extremely dirty too. You know, because obviously it was laying in dirt. So when it falls over, you do lose dirt, obviously, and you could lose some plants. But I'm not going to worry about it too much. Oh, I wonder if that's a new board starting. I'm not really sure. Anyway, there's a bumblebee that wants to get to this borage, but it's starting to look like it's going kaput. You can see the bee. I'm telling you, borage brings the bees, the butterflies, hummingbirds. I've been seeing some hummingbirds. Well, one particular petite hummingbird on the zinnias. So, all right, that's it. Let me stop rambling. That is my video today on, this is the 5-tier, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5-tier original green stalk. The wheels are locked, in case someone wants to ask me that. They're down, they're locked. But this is still moving with today's wind pretty easily. And it just kind of went that way. So that's the bad news. I love you all. I'll keep you posted on how things go. And I'll catch you on the next video. Bye, friends.